and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Jackson on first down, and his first pass is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. First carry for James Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they?
Let us go, Ken.
Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Yeah, let's get it.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Hey, orange. Jam. Mike 52. Here I come. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Now this time, Keenan will throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and just wondering, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
On second and 11 now. Dalton, this one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Hey, Delta. Here we go. Line 55. Here we go.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Open man is Hurd. It's complete.
Get the
23 yards, the final tally. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out, to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And they go jet sweep with the former running back Hurd. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Here's a run with Mixon. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
We're a little bit on the piss side, fellas.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
Right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustment time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Jackson on first down.
What the?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse
Oh, my
Bates.
God, yo.
Threw an opening, and there he goes. And he is not quite going
I
to make
cannot
it all
believe this
the way
quarterback.
in. They'll mark him down right about the 1
Who in
yard
the hell
line.
was you throwing it
Well,
to?
they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, it was the big run that got them down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
Come on, man.
They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
What? Oh, I hate when this
a gain
happens.
of 20 and a 1st down.
Switch gears.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's put that team on the
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At their 49-yard line.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go. 58, right over there.
From the 50, it's Keenum. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with
Come
Mullen.
on, I
And
need
they'll
y'all to
lose
do your
yardage
job.
here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Come on, man. Come on.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Take 52. Take 2.
On 2nd and 12, Keenum.
There you go
And that's going to be
again.
incomplete.
What's
A
up with y'all?
lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Catch the
Some
ball.
of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No,
Look, I
not
ain't
at all.
happy.
And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Steelers on
They ain't
3rd
worried about the
down.
scoreboard.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And caught in the end zone.
That's what I'm talking about.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Let's go.
James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Hands up. Ladies. Right there. 55. You ain't going to 5-6.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. To try again after the sack. Dalton, he'll let this go end zone for Green. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
52, 93, 44. There you go.
From midfield here, Dalton. He's got Green. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hey.
They run for it with Mixon. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
That's what I do.
Here's Jackson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the right. 52, right 52. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Who's it? No, check that, check that. We got Mike 52.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard
broadcasting for y'all.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report.
That cost me the game, boy. I'm going to be pissed.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing on second down. Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, supposed to be a touchdown. They wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
That was so dangerous.
Let him know, let him know. Switch.
On first down, Matt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
They run with Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, take 1, man. Take 53.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell for the extra point.
See? I can't play. I gotta go. I can't do this no more. That's the second one, y'all.